Hello everybody, welcome back. My name's Mamiya and today we're going to be checking out some more Dungeon Exiles, the awesome auto-battler roguelike with lots of different synergies that work together. So in last episode we went for like a tanky, we did Juggernaut and Vanguard, which gave us a ton of armor and effects when we got hit. And we managed to get to the 4th boss, I believe, which is one away from the last boss. So, ooh, we've unlocked a new class as well, the Rogue. So let's see, we'll try the Rogue out today. 55 health plus 6 per level, 50 mana plus 1.3 per second, 7 to 9 attack damage, 0.75 attacks per second, 8% crit chance, 155% crit strike multiplier, starting gold 115, ability deadly poison, inflict a deadly poison dealing 4 to 5 nature damage per second for 3 seconds and deals 55% of physical attack damage. Okay, there the passive is plus 25 to evasion and they get 1 per dex level and 0.3 per strength and intelligence level. Let's go. And we wanna get XP early. There is a 2 elite path. Oh, we could go mad. You know what? We're going. Yeah, we can't do the 2 elite path if we get this XP. So let's do this. You can switch and toggle your abilities during this time. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Let's go. Ooh, that was a cool animation for poison. Boom. Get donked on. And we get a Bastion potion as a reward. And sorry, I clicked too quickly over it. Bastion potion, 40% to all resistances for 10 seconds. We keep going. Think we'll be fine here. Sweet. No rewards. Skeletal shield bearer has 20% chance to block attacks and blocks 30% more damage. Venom, the alchemist, gained 12% of physical damage as extra nature damage, 40% increased mana and 40% increased mana regeneration rate, and their synergy bonuses are 12% of damage as extra nature damage, plus 12 maximum mana, at 4, 18% increased nature damage, 15% chance to poison, at 6, restore 2.5% of maximum mana after poisoning enemy, and at 8, what's that? 50% chance to apply target, minus 1% nature resistance on hit, stacking up to 999 times. Okay. Unending Agony, the Shadow Stalker. They have 18 to maximum energy shield, 12% shadow resistance, 8% increased energy shield, gain 12% of physical damage as extra shadow damage. At 6, 2.5% attack damage leached as energy shield. And at 8, 1% maximum energy shield per 1 dex. 1% increased attack speed per 1 intelligence. Let's get the Silent Reaper. Let's go for a poison build. And then let's upgrade our deadly poison. We're going down. The Torchbearer is going to deal 100% of physical damage as extra fire damage and 25% chance to ignite. We get a potion of mana regen. Regenerates 5% of maximum mana per second for 8 seconds. Wandering Cleric, hail adventurer, blah blah blah, I'm a cleric. We don't have any wounds to heal. Rob the cleric. Or ask for a blessing. I'm going to try and rob him. Hey, what are you doing? The cleric bats you away, but not before you can help yourself to his gold. You gain 10 gold and shame for 3 combats. You feel a bit unluckier. Fantastic. What is shame? 25% reduced crit strike chance. Think I'm fine with that. How much do we rely on crits? More XP from this guy, plus 10 to armor and 25% increased armor, and shielded. Gain maximum energy shield equal to 20% of your maximum health. And regenerate energy shield per second. Uh-oh. We're getting scarily close to being dead there. Right, we got a new thing here. Blood Reaper. For 2, gain 1 health on hit, 15% chance to bleed. On 4, 12% increased attack speed and gain 2 health on hit after inflicting a bleed. Then at 6, 10% chance to bleed and 2% of attack damage leached as health. And at 8, 50% increased health restored from leech. I like the sound of these. More attack damage and chance to bleed. Yeah. Let's go for it. Into the elite we go. And they have plus 10 armor and 25% increased armor. We're bleeding and poisoning right now. How are things going? So far, it looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Love legibly. Let's get some coins. Fight the Torchbearer, which has a lot of different buffs. Is this going to be harder than the elite? There's just no way. Surely not. Thank you. We're going to go up here for a second elite. So let's see what we got. Plus 4 to dex, 3.5% crit strike chance, and 12% increased attack speed. Titanic Warplate, plus 3 to strength, 14 maximum health, and 12 armor. Or the Evening Shroud, plus 4 to dex, 20 to evasion, and 12 to max health. We probably want attack speed. Let's get attack speed. Let's know what items to upgrade. Okay, let's just get 10 to our maximum resolve then. Legion Dreadguard has 30% increased attack speed. Let's see how we do against him. I'm gonna get resistances because I think he is donking on us a little bit. This is all assassin stuff. What does assassin? That's all about crit chance. We're not going crit at the moment. Blood Reaper though. 1% of attack damage leached as health and 8% increase to maximum health. And because this is our second Blood Reaper, we will gain 1 health on hit and 15% chance to bleed. Yes, thank you. Let's get a new ability, sure. Precision. Ability delay 1 second. 25% of the mana reserved for it. Cooldown 1 second. Cast an aura that grants increased crit strike chance. Don't know if I care about that. Corrosive Strike. Ability delay 3 seconds. Costs 10 mana and 6-second cooldown. Strike your target, dealing 5 to 6 physical damage and reducing your target's nature resistance by 20%. And this is just a extra crit attack. Let's get Corrosive Strike. And then, yeah, let's do 2 events. Another Wandering Cleric. 50 gold. Sure. Blessing of protection for 3 combats. Sounds good to me. A divine shrine. Pray for power, pray for recovery, pray for resistance. Let's pray for power. Blessing of might. That gives us 40% increased damage. Can we forge? No, we can't. Let's get more max resolve then. And go into the boss. Your futile defiance ends here, human. Kneel before blah blah blah. It went way too quickly for me. Executioner. Deal 20% increased damage to targets below 50% health. Uh-oh. I feel like we're going to get there pretty quickly. We don't have much health. We are healing. Oh no, we're rinsing him. We're absolutely rinsing this guy. Nice. Shadow Stalker. What do we don't have that at the moment, so not interested. Alchemist though. That increases our poison damage and 12% chance to poison. And gain 12% of physical damage as extra nature damage. Do like that. Yeah, I think we'll go for poison strikes. The dark resilience is good. But we've got 2 at the moment for the synergies. So I think we want the alchemist. Yeah. Let's synergize into the burial grounds. This one enemy modifier. Gain a reroll dice on completion. Where's the most elites? Can't see a 2 elite path actually on this map. Yeah, I think we'll go this way. Get the XP. Go to a shop. And then head up top for the elite. Yeah, that seems pretty good. That's a lot of fights. Grave Robber has 20% chance to block attacks and blocks 30% more damage. See how we do. We just blasting away there. Potion of Haste for attack speed and cooldown recovery. Reanimated Corpse regenerates 0.5% of maximum health per second. I don't think that's going to be an issue. A Potion of Regen to get max life per second. This guy has 20% increased crit strike chance and 15% increased crit strike. Oh no, 35% in total crit strike chance increased and 20% crit damage as well. We do get hit a lot. Restore 3% of maximum energy shield on dodge. Blood Reaper, 6% maximum health, 12 maximum health. Or Trickster. Trickster's a new one. Plus 18 to evasion, 18% increased evasion. On 4, 10% chance to dodge attacks, 10% chance to dodge spells. On 6, restore 2% of maximum health on dodge. And on 8, 3% increased attack speed on dodge. That's all. I kind of like this, but it doesn't fit our build today, so we'll go maximum resilience. Let's upgrade an ability. And we'll upgrade our main attack. This guy's got resistances. Something gnarly's happening anyway. Oh, we should have used the Potion of Regen. Since we got a new one. This guy has 25% chance... 25% of physical damage as extra cold damage and 10% chance to chill. And 35% increased crit strike chance and 20% increased crit damage. Oh, he's being a beefy boy. He is slapping our ass. This is with the healing. Holy moly. We need more damage. I mean, Alchemist is the only one we're going into. We're not going into the Duelist. This is all about parrying by the looks of things. 10% chance to parry attacks. Reflects 3 physical damage to attackers when hit. On 4, deal physical damage equal to 50% of your attack damage and gain 2.5% of maximum overguard after parrying an attack. Don't know what overguard is, but I would like to see it. 2% increased attack speed after parrying an attack, stacking up to 999 times. That is, I guess that goes wild if you're parrying all the time. 50% chance to gain 1% of maximum overguard on hit. We're taking the poison. We want to go up. So I'll go here. Seems to be remnants of a campsite. Search for clues, raid the supplies, help yourself to the remaining supplies scattered around the camp, regardless of what may have caused the campers to flee or if they will return. Rest at the campsite. The mysterious disappearance of the campers is unnerving, but their supplies are still intact, and you could use this place as a temporary refuge. Let's search for clues. In your search, you find a torn map of the local area with a few areas marked. It seemed the campers had an encounter with some nearby creatures and fled to one of the marked locations on the map. You feel as if you understand these halls just a little more now and gain experience. Sweet. On we go. Undertaker has 15% chance to dodge attacks. I feel like fights are a lot closer with this character. Let's see what you got, merch. 12 to maximum energy shields and +2 to intelligence. General's battle axe adds 1 to 2 physical damage to attacks, 4% chance to bleed, 14 maximum mana and 6% chance to parry attacks. Serpent's eye charm gives us crit strike chance, lightning resistance and maximum health. Focusing band is increased cooldown recovery rate. Sacred finger, 9% crit strike multiplier, 2 to strength, 3% cooldown recovery rate and 11% cold resistance. Assassin's boots give us dex, lightning resistance and health regen per second. I'm immediately just going to buy that for the health regen. Spectral veil, 18% crit strike multiplier. Ranger's Gambeson, 20 to evasion, 13% cold resistance. That seems like a good one to pick up. Let's get more damage. Energy shield? Nah. I don't even know if I want to re-roll this. You know what? We're gonna... Physical damage to attacks and dex seems pretty good. More crit strike chance. Yeah, I'm not massively interested in that. Adds fire damage to attack and nature damage to attacks. Physical damage to attacks and chance to bleed. Lionheart medallion. It's got all good stuff, but we're mainly a dex build. I tell you what I'm going to buy. A bag of dice, though. Thank you very much. Lifestone shard just gives us max health. Spirited plate mail +6 to armor, 4 max mana, reflect 1 physical damage back to attackers when hit. I feel like the Arcanist flame sword we just have to pick up because it's a lot of damage to add to attacks. And we have 146 gold left. Yeah, I'm going to take the armor, I think. Just for a little bit of damage reduction, because we seem to be getting slapped around quite a bit. An ancient forge that's been long forgotten. Upgrade 2 items, 1 item, or 3 items. Upgrade 3 non-treasure items. Yeah, let's do it. It was random. I don't even know what got upgraded. I guess the Assassin's Boots did. The General's Battle Axe did. And the Spirited Plate Mail did. Okay. Cool. Give us something good. Gold item. Nah. Phoenix Heart Medallion. 6% increase maximum health and regenerate 0.4% of maximum health per second. 3 to Intelligence. 14 maximum energy shield and 2 energy shield on spell or ability cast. Or Vengeful Thorn Mail plus 4 to strength. Take 16% less damage from crit strikes and reflect 3 physical damage to attacker when hit. Let's get more max health. And regen. The Corpse Snatcher has 15% chance to dodge attacks here. Let's just use this. And I'm going to use attack speed right at the start. We want to get things going ASAP. And boom. Potion of Haste. Nice, we got one back. Assassin. We've seen this before. That's all about crit chance. Duelist is all about parrying. And then the Alchemist. Regenerate 0.5% of maximum health per second. And 12% nature resistance. Let's get a new ability. Shadow Step. Blend into the shadows, increasing your dodge chance. 30% chance to dodge attacks and 30% chance to dodge spells. Cost 12 mana. Let's see, agility. Cast an aura that grants increased evasion, plus 16 to evasion and 15% more evasion. Cheap shot. Strike your target, dealing 4 to 7 physical damage and inflicting weak, reducing their damage dealt by 15%. I think we'll go for Shadow Step here. Get that more dodge. Extra dodge seems to be pretty good. Plus 10 to armor, 25% increased armor here. I think these guys kicked our ass before. We're doing so much more damage, wow. Brave Robber, 25% to all elemental resistances and 25% to nature resistance. This guy is basically counters our poison. But it looks like it didn't matter. Potion of Regen. No, that's not what we want. Food Pouch. I don't think I want a potion of mana regen. I'd rather have health regen. 3% of maximum health regenerated per second for 10 seconds. Necromancer has 10 to armor and 25 increased armor. Let's see how we do. Ooh. That was a big hit. Another potion of regen. No, I don't think we want them. We'll just leave it. And then we will restore our maximum resolve. The Grave Warden. He has Shadow Touch. Gain 100% of physical damage as extra shadow damage. Gotta say, we're melting this guy. He's a lot easier with all this shit going on. He must have high physical resistance. That must be it. Well, we don't have any in Trickster or Shadow Stalker, but we do have Blood Reaper. So this one's going to give us a 4-set synergy bonus, which gives us 12% increased attack speed and gain 2 health on hit after inflicting bleed. And then just straight up gives us 1.8% of attack damage leached as health. Yeah, into the Rotways we go. Right. There's a 2 elite path I see straight away. They're the only elites on the map. Okay. So what I'm thinking is we go along this path, down to this shop, and then up, down, and across here. Yeah, let's go. Ravenous Ooze, 30% increased attack speed, and is gonna poison us. Let's just get more mana. Blood Reaper. Oh, we're getting up there with that. Or we can get Alchemist, but this is 10% chance to restore 1% of maximum health on hit. That's going to be nice. And then when we get to 6, we'll have 10% chance to bleed and 2% attack damage leached as health. We have an open slot, so let's get a new ability. Sinister Strike is a crit hit. Cruel Intent, hone your senses, increasing your crit strike chance. Or Agility, cast an aura that grants increased evasion. Do you know what? I'm going to actually re-roll these. Virulence, casts an aura that adds additional nature damage to attacks and poison chance. Okay. Blade Dance, ready your blades, increasing parry chance. And then Cruel Intent we've seen. Yeah, let's get Virulence. Try and... Oh, Rogue, I've taken a wrong turn somewhere. I need to get out of here before the darkness closes in. Face the darkness. You could confront whatever is lurking in the darkness. However, if this is more than just your fears, you could find yourself in danger. Find the source of the shadows. You feel there is definitely something unnatural about these shadows, and you want to know what it could provide some insight, but it could invite risk. You know what? I'm going to face the darkness. You take a moment to steel your mind before walking headfirst into the darkness. As you approach, the shadows seem to weave and dance, and you hold your ground, and the shadows dissipate. You won't let fear win in these dark halls. You restore 15 resolve, gain courageous for 3 combats, and gain 25% reduced fear duration on you. Hell yeah, we're not scared. And courageous gives us 100% reduced fear duration and regenerate 0.6% of maximum health per second. And this guy is going to poison and chill us with a 20% chance to block attacks and blocks 30% more. Oh. Ouch. Okay. The Rotting Ghoul was actually dealing a lot of damage to us there. Potion of Might, 50% increased damage and increased crit chance. Got a Ravenous Ooze who's going to poison us and has 30% increased maximum health. That's a lot of health to get through. Are we up to the challenge? Yeah, it looks like it. The shot. What you got for us, fella? We got 511 gold. Daring Buckler. 4% chance to block attacks and 13 to evasion. Gain 1 health on block. Reflect 5 physical damage back to the attacker on block. Steel Gauntlet. Plus 8 to armor. A nice amount of different resistances. Lionheart Medallions, just 2 to strength. Prismatic Charm, 7% to all elemental resistances and regenerate 0.6 health per second. Ritual Mask, 2.1% crit strike chance, plus 4 to strength, 11% fire resistance and regenerate 0.5 health per second. Pretty good. 5% chance to block attacks, 2% damage block, 10 maximum health and 14 fire resistance. Ranger's Gambison, 20 to evasion, 16 maximum health. Tongue tied there. 12% shadow resistance, reflect 2 physical damage back to the attacker when hit. And then we got General's Battle Axe, adds 1 to 3 physical damage to attack, 6% chance to bleed, and 8% crit strike multiplier. I think we need the General's Battle Axe for the bleed chance. We'll take that. Then I like the evasion, so we'll take the Ranger's Gambison. And I like the resistances and the armor here, I think. Yeah, so We'll take the gloves. Thank you, sir. That was a good shot. Necrotic Scavenger. You have a higher crit chance and crit damage. 25% as physical damage as lightning damage and 10% chance to shock. And then poison. Okay. Let's see how we fare against this guy. Nice. Shadowstalker we don't have any of. We don't have any of the duelists, so it's going to be Blood Reaper. Gain 3 health on hit while below 50% health. And this will take us up to 6, which will give us 10% chance to bleed and 2% of attack damage leached as health. Hell yeah. That is an upgrade. Avan, the Treasure Seeker. This place is crawling with danger. You'd be surprised what people leave behind when they're in a hurry too. Well, not die. Interested? Wow, I don't have much gold. Yeah, sure, we'll buy one item. Once the gold greases the Treasure Seeker's palm, he reaches into his pouch and hands you an item. Shield Signet, plus 16 to maximum energy shield. Wait, did I not take it? Did I? Oh, I didn't even take it. Shit. Well, it was pretty crap anyway. We don't have money, unfortunately, so bye-bye, Mr. Shop. Hello, Mr. Elite. You must complete the room first. Blighted Monstrosity has 25% of physical damage as extra nature damage and 10% chance to poison and 30% increased attack speed. Let's do more damage here. Oh yeah. We are going hard. I kind of feel sorry for that guy. Get something good. Legendary gear. Nice. Aspect of nature. 15% increased health regen. 20% nature resistance. Regenerate 0.1% of maximum health per second per 5% nature resistance. Viridian Dancing Blade. Plus 5 to dex. Add 3 to 6 nature damage to attacks. 1% increased nature damage per 1 dex. Blade of the Stormlord adds 1 to 10 lightning damage to attacks, 35% lightning resistance, and 1% increased lightning damage per 2% lightning resistance. I think we got to go for the Viridian Dancing Blade here. Yeah, sure. Add to that nature damage. Blighted Monstrosity is dealing physical damage as extra nature damage and has 20... well... oh my god, 50% nature resistance there is rough. Let's do attack speed. And we melted him. Shadowstalker. Oh, we've got none of these. Assassin or Shadowstalker, so I'm going to re-roll. We've got the Alchemist here. We're on 4 at the moment. 20% increased skill effect duration. Regenerates 0.5% of maximum health per second. Sounds good. Spellbook. We are full up there, so let's upgrade an ability. Should we just fully upgrade our Deadly Poison? Yeah, I think we will. Fully upgrade to level 5. The Fate Weaver. Destiny is a cruel master and I am its servant. Dare you seek its favour? A lot of reroll dice. Yeah, sure. Let's get 25 resolve. Such as it is written. We gain 5 reroll dice. Hell yeah. The Fate Weaver extends their bone-white fingers. Within their palm is a few golden dice. Thank you, sir. Let's forge some shit. Can't forge treasure items. What is the best thing to do here? Probably upgrade the bleed chance on an axe. Why wouldn't it let us upgrade that? How about that? Okay. Any more? No, don't look like it. Well, that wasn't so good. I think we want a fight before the boss. 20% increased damage to targets below 50% health, and then they're going to poison us as well. Easy peasy. I'm going to forge again. Oh, things can only be upgraded once. Interesting. Let's upgrade the Ranger's Gambeson. So they're upgraded if they have a plus symbol next to their name. And you can't upgrade them more than once, it seems. Right, this is the guy that killed us the last time. The Endless Rot Plagued, and oh, he spoke too soon again. 100% of physical damage as extra nature damage, 10% chance to poison, and Aspect of Nightmare, plus 30 to armor, 30% increased armor, 60% nature and shadow resistance, 50% reduced freeze duration, and stun duration. Let's go. Oh, we're actually not doing too bad against him this time. We got a lot of healing, I think. Or is it the poison that's doing it? We ran out of mana. We did it! We beat him! Holy shit. Shadow Stalker, we don't have any. Trickster, but we do have Alchemist. 18% chance to poison and 12% increased maximum mana. And it will get us up to 6, so we restore 2.5% of maximum mana after poisoning an enemy. Yeah, that's going to be great for us. Now entering the Halls of Rebirth, a profane hell of worship. Right, there's a 2 elite path if we go this way. We don't really want so many shops. That's literally a 5-shop path there. Holy hell. So, I'm thinking we go across here, dip down, then hit this elite, go up, hit that shop, hit that elite, yeah. Sounds good to me. The nearest fallen cultist have 30% increased attack speed and 15% chance to bleed, and a reduced bleed damage by 35%. Let's see how we fare against this guy. There's some big hits when he does damage us. Another one of those dudes, but they're dealing fire damage this time. Plus 10 armor and 25% increased armor. Spiked carapace. Reflect 3 physical damage back to the attacker when hit. I think we get a big heal when we go below 50% health. Well, we didn't heal then. So maybe I'm wrong. Divine Shrine. Let's pray for resistance. Blessing of warding for 3 combats. And get some money. Uh-oh. This guy's gonna chill us. Fire, cold, bleed. And energy shield equal to the maximum health. 20% of maximum health, sorry. We are going through the shield. Oh, okay. He just got rinsed. Potion of haste. Assassin, we don't have. Blood Reaper, we do. And Cunning, 25% increased dex. Now, I think we got to go for the Crimson Reaper here. 14% increased damage over time. 0.5% of attack damage leached as health. And we're going for the full 8, which will give us 50% increased health restored from leech. And do we have a spot? We don't have a spot for a new ability yet. So let's just upgrade what we've got. Let's do more virulence, please. So, more poison damage. A flesh golem. Oh, they're quite small for a flesh golem, aren't they? They're doing ice damage and bleed damage, and taking 30% less damage from crit strikes. Good job we're not in the business of critting. Ooh, they do hit hard though. Ho ho. Feel like we were close to dying then, maybe. More than I'd like to admit. They're doing bleeding, fire, lightning, and ice. They're basically doing everything but poison on us. Let's drink a potion of haste to start off with. We got to get them poison stacks on as much as possible. Here we go. We can get Blood Reaper 2 and 8 now. 12% chance to bleed, 5% increased maximum health, and 50% increased health restored from Leech. Beautiful. Did I click on the right thing? Yeah. Okay, we can still get 2 elites. Okay, that's good. Penittent Shambler. Oh my god. What is this design? Jesus, it's kind of like a mummy egg creature. Horrifying. And it has Spined Carapace, reflect 3 damage back to the attacker when hit. It's going to deal bleeding, fire, and poison damage to us. Wonderful. Oh, it's hitting hard. No. Stop. I think the dodge came in clutch for us there. That was nasty. Hello, hello. And let's upgrade some stuff. What can be upgraded? This Ranger's Gambeson can be. Maximum mana, that's already upgraded. Let's get more resistances. I feel like that's going to help us the most. The Writhing Mass is going to deal chill and bleed to us, and 20% chance to block attacks, and they block 30% more damage. We have 1,400 health. They're dealing so much damage on hit. Thankfully, we've got dodge out the wazoo. Give us a good item. Hell yeah. Life Drinker, 5% crit strike chance, 1% of attack damage leached as health per 7.5% crit chance, 20% increased attack speed. This is an insane piece of gear. Edge of Winter, plus 5 to dex, adds 1 to 2 cold damage to attacks per 5 dex, and 15% increased attack speed. Or Forge Master's Flame, adds 4 to 6 fire damage to attacks, 35% fire resistance, and 1% increased fire damage per 2% fire resistance. We're going for the Life Drinker for sure. Flesh Golem is going to be poisoning and bleeding us, and has 30% increased attack speed. Let's see how we do. We are leeching, so yeah. Beautiful. I'm going to reroll here. And again, to try and, you know, I'm going hard. Don't want any of these. Is it because we're full on the others? Where is it? No, we can still get Alchemist. We're only on 6 with the Alchemist. No. Okay. Any Alchemist, please? Why are we not getting any Alchemist? There we go. Restore 1% of maximum health after poisoning an enemy. Yes, please. And can we get a new ability? We do have an extra slot. So sure, let's go. Blade Dance, 50% chance to parry attacks for 6 seconds. Protection from elements. 16% to all elemental resistances and an extra 16% to nature and shadow. Yeah, I do like the sound of that. Can't go wrong with a little protection, and we can't go up. We have to go down to a shop here. What have you got? 6% reduced damage taken from bleeding. I think that's pretty irrelevant. 11% chance to parry attacks. Not great. Mana bound loop. Increased mana regen rate. You know, I'll take that straight away. 0.5% of attack damage leached as health and physical damage to attacks. Sure. 21% crit strike multiplier. Take 15% less damage from crit strikes, or more armor, maximum mana, and cold resistance. You know what? I'm actually just going to re-roll the shot. More crit strike chance, mana regenerate. Sort of interested in that. Adds 2 to 4 physical damage to attacks. 8 armor, 6 max mana, 16 nature resistance. More crit strike multiplier. I think none of these are really screaming out to me. Let's get mana regen and the swift rapier. And sure, we'll just spend all our money. Get a bit more crit strike chance, why not? We're about to go into an elite and then the boss. Writhing Mass is going to be dealing poison damage, lightning damage, and has plus 10 to armor and 25% increased armor. We're barely getting hit. Or we're just healing so much that it doesn't matter. Bait Weaver. I will once again take 5 reroll dice, sure. What does resolve matter? Not at all. Let's get that back straight away. The Flesh Sculpture. Your flesh is mine to mold and reshape. Embrace your ascension. Vampiric Touch. 12% of attack damage leached as health. They are going to bleed us and reduced bleed damage. And then Aspect of Nightmare for bloody tons of resistances and armor. Let's start off with some increased attack speed. We'll see how it goes from there. Honestly, we're caning. Give me a potion of might, sure. Let's reroll. We don't want any of these. No. No. Honestly, I'm going to take the dex here. 25% increased dex. I think this is the final zone. Can we go elite hunting? There's a 2 elite path. There is a 2 elite path. But we'd have to go to loads of events. Sure. We'll lock ourselves into that. Grip Stalker. Going to be doing shadow damage, fire damage, and more max health and armor. We've got decent resistances, so I'm not worried on that front. We leveled up again. Come on, game. Alchemist, here we go. This sets us to 8. Gain 12% of physical damage as extra nature damage, 14% increased mana regenerate, and 50% chance to apply to target, minus 1% nature resistance on hit, stacking up to 999 times. Absolutely. Let's increase our deadly poison. It says it's ready to level up. Damage over time. What? Dealing 16 to 28 nature damage per second for 4 seconds. What does this actually change? Deadly poisoning of the lingering for 4 seconds. So it's just for 1 extra second. Then this is increasing the damage it's done. And then this 2.5% increased damage per dex. Okay, so the swiftness is just better because we have so much dex. And we're going along this path. Oh, this guy's got loads of stuff. 20% increased damage to target below 50% health. Poison, and fire, and shadow damage. And then 30% increased max health. Let's see how we do. I think our poisons are just kind of cracked. Yeah. We're melting everything. You'll love to see it. As a Marian Lich Lord, gets damage reflect, damage as life leech, and more shadow damage. See if they can take on our almighty poison. I don't think they can, guys. I think it's over. I would love more reroll dice. Thank you very much. Seems to be the remnants of a other campsite. Let's search for clues and gain XP. Despite your efforts, you can't discern much. The camper's trail is lost. I think we can go into other builds now. Probably want evasion and attack speed. Yeah, let's go for Trickster here. 4% chance to dodge attacks and 8% increased attack speed. Love it. I've taken a wrong turn somewhere. Let's face the darkness again. You remain resolute in the face of the dancing shadows. You hear their whispers. It seems the shadows are very much alive, but you resist and find yourself less susceptible to fear effects after the ordeal is over. Restore 6 resolve and gain 25% reduced fear duration on you. An ominous chest. Open the chest cautiously, carefully avoiding any traps. Take your time to thoroughly search the chest for any hidden compartments that may be hiding more treasure, whoever it may set off some traps, or ignore the chest. Let's set off traps. We got 86 gold from that. Okay. Ancient Watcher. Only the dead may walk these paths. 30% increase attack speed. Bleeding, poison, and shadow. Extra damage. Yeah. It all looks good to me. Oh. It's big slaps that are the scary bits that we may struggle with. That's the first elite down anyway. An ancient forge that's been long forgotten. I'm going to upgrade 3 items. And spend all that resolve. I think a lot of our items are upgraded. We go down. Can we get a legendary? We can. Awesome. This adds lightning damage to our attacks and gives us lightning resistance and 1% increased lightning damage per 2% lightning resistance. More health regen, nature resistance, and regenerate 0.1% and max health per second per 5 nature resistance, or plus 5 to dex and cold damage to attacks per 5 dex and 15% increased attack speed. I think I'm going to get the attack speed. We got so many weapons. The Ancient Watcher regenerates health per second. 12% of attack damage leeches health, so this guy's going to be tanky, and he's dealing more more shadow damage and 15% chance to dodge attacks. Look at all these numbers. It's like a rainbow of numbers. We're missing. We've got crazy attack speed though. Love it. There's Trickster. Restore 2% of maximum mana on dodge. And this will get us to 2 set pieces. So we'll get plus 18 to evasion and 18% increased evasion. We just upgrade abilities now. Let's upgrade our virulence, sure. They were the 2 elites. Now, do we want a shop? Yeah, I think we do. Let's pray for resistance. and go to a shop. What you got for us? 426 money. 2.8% to crit strike chance. Parrying dagger, 13% chance to parry attacks and adds damage to attacks. That's a fair amount of damage. That might be worth it. Sturdy boots, plus 9 maximum health and 18 to evasion, and gives us lightning and fire resistance. This gives us 10% to all elemental resistance. The spirited plate mail gives us armor, max mana, max health and lightning resistance. Intelligence we're not bothered about. More armor and evasion there. Crimson dagger, 0.6% of attack damage leached as health. I do like that. Let's get both the weapons. That's going to add a fair amount of damage to our attacks. This guy is dealing lightning, cold and shadow damage to us, and leeching health. We got 75% of any resistance. Oh my god. Okay. We went berserk. Let's get our max resolve back up. Oh, hello. Varos the Mad, first king of Azamar. Intruders, you dare disturb. It went away too quickly again. 10% increased damage per stack, and then the aspect of the nightmare buff. Look at all those. Terrifying. Let's use a potion of might straight away. And another potion of might. Oh yeah. We reckon him. See you, pal. If you can even hit us. We don't have any of these, so I'm just going to use my reroll dice to get an extra trickster. 14% increased in evasion and 12% to all elemental resistances. Sounds good. And that's it, guys. Hell yeah, we finished a run. The rogue is kind of cracked. But yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked what you see, then don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know, all the usual jazz. And yeah, I will catch you in the next video. Ta-ta for now.